Hello, we're here at Kitchener Comic Con with local actor slash stuntman Alex Armbruster.
That's right, yep.
Welcome to Kitchener Comic Con.
Thank you very much. My first time, I love it.
Great. Now, what got you into stunt work?
I've always been into extreme sports from a young age, and I happened to meet some friends at a skate park one day that happened to be in the business already. And we kind of hit it off, and I saw how much fun they were having and the decent living they were making, and I decided, hey, you know, can you give me a shot on set? And they gave me a shot, and I fell in love with it from there. I decided to do some background extra work for a bit just to get my foot in the door and see about all the etiquette and everything on set.
Right.
And started handing my resume and headshot out to all the stunt coordinators on different shows. They started giving me shots, and built a reputation from there. And 6 years later, here I am, doubling Diablo and Suicide Squad, having a great time.
Doubling El Diablo.
That's right.
How was that?
Oh, it was awesome. It was very cool. Jay Hernandez was the actor, and he was a super nice guy and really professional. We got along really well. I got to meet everyone else as well. Will Smith, Margot Robbie, Jared Leto.
And they were cool with you?
Very cool. Yeah, very, very humble people. Yeah, it was a really good experience.
Awesome. So did you shave your head for that, or you put on a wig or whatnot?
Yep, I fully shaved my head, right down to the wood. And they had to have me in the makeup chair for about 3 hours doing all of the tattoo work and everything. And then it took about an hour or so to get off. So, yeah, it was cool. Yeah, they even wanted to shave my eyebrows, but I was like, it's going to take a little while to grow that back. And I have to work on some other shows at the same time.
Well, couldn't they give you prosthetic eyebrows, like Mickey Mouse eyebrows?
Yeah,
later,
well, they ended up just covering up with makeup anyway. They flesh-colored makeup, and you couldn't really tell, so.
Right, cool. In what actual stunt scenes did you do? I mean, I saw your demo reel. You got actually pushed out of flushed out of the
water tank. That was like his holding cell in the movie. Yeah. So that was one of them, and that was actually a little more technical than you would think, because they had me in the tank, and then they filled the water up, and I only had about an inch of room to breathe at the top. There wasn't much room, so it was pretty claustrophobic in there, and it was dark and everything, and I couldn't really hear them very well. And then when they say it, I kind of heard like a muffled action when they were going to open the hatch, and then I was going to get flushed out. And it was a tricky one because I had to act like I was unconscious while I was coming out of there. And there was no padding or anything. It was right onto the cheese grater pavement. It was just nasty stuff, and I was getting road rash on my arms and everything. I didn't have any padding on because the wardrobe I had was really thin, so you could see the padding on below if it was there. So it was just flesh on pavement for that one. So it was a tricky one.
And you got it all scratched up and whatnot.
A little scratched up, and it was really cold water too. Luckily, they had a hot tub in the tent nearby, so me and Jay, we were hanging out in the hot tub, having some coconut water in between scenes, which doesn't usually happen, but, you know, it's a big budget movie, so it was pretty cool.
Fair enough, but after, being flooded, like, with cold water, why would you want to get into more water? It's like, no, man, backing off from that.
Here's actually what happened. They had a little bit of warm water, but it was for Jay. And then as soon after his scene, when they flushed the water or whatever, they put me in with the really cold water.
Jerks.
So, yeah, that's how it goes.
That's me, not him. Right. And how long did it take to film that?
That scene? Yeah, that scene was that was only one day, actually.
One day.
With a day of rehearsal before that. Yep.
A day of rehearsal, like throw you in water again, or just say, okay, this is what you're going to do, walk out, roll out?
So the rehearsal was with the water. It was the full gag. I was allowed to wear a wetsuit that day, which was nice.
Nice.
But we did the whole thing, basically. And then on the day, we just did everything the exact same. Just no padding, no wetsuit, and just went for it. And
how many cameras? Because obviously something like that you don't want to redo, right?
Yeah, they had a big camera on a crane that was, it started close to the tank, and then it kind of worked its way out and into a wider shot. And then I think they had probably 2 or 3 other cameras as well. So they want to get all the angles at once. Since it was a long reset for the scene, they wanted to get it all at once to all the angles.
Awesome. And what other scenes did you do as El Diablo?
As El Diablo, well, first of all, I did a lot of rehearsals for him. He ended up doing some of the stuff that I rehearsed for him, so I was working a lot on set for him.
So kind of stand-in also?
Yeah, sort of doing that.
Fair enough.
I wasn't his official stand-in, but I was doing his rehearsals and showing him what to do on the day. So there's a scene where they're flipping in a helicopter. When they're all in it, it gets crashed down onto the street and it starts rolling. I was rehearsing all of that stuff for them, so they harnessed us in, and they had a big helicopter that they had on a big machine that spun around like crazy. So I was stuck in there. It was like a big thrill ride, basically. It was pretty fun.
Okay, yeah, carnival ride.
Yeah, exactly.
One other scene I saw on your demo reels, you actually got pulled back when that creature zapped you.
Yep, that's right. And so that was when Incubus, he kicked me backwards, and I was on a wire, basically attached to a big piston, and it compresses and it pulls the wire backwards. It's called a ratchet. And so they kicked me. I go flying over a flight of stairs, through a window, and into a wall. And that was about 60 feet backwards. It was pretty far and really fast. And it was completely blind to me. I couldn't see where I was going. So I ended up actually breaking my ankle on that one, unfortunately.
Ouch.
Yeah, I after I hit the window, I was supposed to keep going and hit my back on the wall, and I had a back pad on for that one, so it would have been okay. It would have hurt still. But my body rotation, my body rotated a little bad, and my ankle kind of hit the wall first, and I got a spiral fracture right on my left fibula, and I was out for a good 6 months or so.
Ouch.
Yeah.
Well, I hope I hope the payment on that was enough to, cover hospital bills.
Well, sure. Well,
But since we are Canada,
we're good.
Free healthcare.
There you go. Yeah, it was okay, and there's insurance and everything, so financially, it was okay.
Well, good. And that was you up there, but no one ever gets to see that. That's awesome.
Yeah, that's all right.
What other things have you worked on? What's your favorite? Like some most odd things that you do? Because I've seen your demo reel, and you're pretty well getting knocked down all the time.
Yes. Yeah.
So your job is just to get hit by people.
Yes. As I said before, I've died probably over 100 times on screen now. Just with being different people, doubling different characters, or even being my own character. It's been so many things, really. There's so many fun TV series I get to work on. I get to double Murdoch on Murdoch Mysteries.
Right.
Most of the time, anyway. And what else is there? I get to work on The Strain. I get to be a stunt vampire, so they get to put me in all these prosthetics and the teeth and the contact lenses and everything. And I get to, be a vamp for 16 hours a day kind of thing, and get to do all the cool movements and
Be a vampire,
cool.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
So, on lunch hour when you got break, do you like go into the regular crowd and just start freaking them out or anything?
We've actually gone when we're on location, in downtown Toronto. We've gone to Starbucks and stuff, and walking down the street and trying to freak people out. It's pretty funny.
Cool.
Yeah, it's a good time. It's not expecting it. It's not like it's at a Comic-Con or anything where you see people dressed up all the time. So,
well, even today's society, we all expect this kind of stuff.
I'm not sure.
Rod from Burning Meter here again.
How about no?
The game booth.
Okay.
Mr. Stevil.
Dr. Stevil.
Mr. Doctor, I keep getting these wrong.
I shouldn't have given permission to do the announcements.
Yeah.
So registration
That's
is
kind of what
still
happens.
open
So we're
for
going
the
to cut to
Street
commercial
Fighter
break.
tournament.
We're going to show. No,
It's free
don't cut.
entry. Top three will win prizes.
We're going to show
First
videos
prize
right now of him doing his
is
stunt work,
a
just
retro-
because. Well, that was fun.
Yeah. Thanks for having me on here. It's great.
No problem. Is there any advice you would give to people that want to get in the stunt industry? Because
Okay.
I myself, when I was in college, right, I took a stunt course with Stunt Productions Canada in Toronto. I'm not sure if they still exist or not.
No, I don't think so.
It's we did high falls off the bike, and I thought I was going to be a stunt kid. At 19, I was like, yeah, I've got this career happening.
Yep.
And no, not so much.
Yeah.
They gave me a lot of extra work.
Yeah. There aren't a lot of stunt schools around, I guess. You kind of learn as you go. What I would suggest as an aspiring stunt performer is to get as good at as many skills as possible. The more you can do, the more likelihood you have of getting a job doubling someone. Because you never know what skill you're going to have to need, right? Let's say it's going to be a skydiving scene or something. You gotta know how to skydive. Let's say it's going to be, something martial arts wise. You have to know how to fight a little bit, and that's probably the majority of our work is fighting, tackling, taking hits to the ground. You got to be pretty tough too,
What if you're like a schoolyard nerd and got beaten up a lot? Is that good? Does that qualify you? I can take a hit. Yeah,
well,
we're good.
you might know how to fall safely.
Yeah, pretty well.
Yeah, which is important.
After a while.
Sure. Yeah, got to know how to roll out of something instead of breaking your arm or something when you land.
Yeah, pretty well.
It's important.
It's like, I know how to fake being injured. Okay, I'm good. Yeah, okay, he's gone.
Yeah, it's all about falling safely and getting your job done safely and going home at night. If you go to the hospital, it's generally not what you want. Sometimes it happens. It's a risk of the job. But if you can go home at night and everyone goes home happy, then you've done your job correctly. So
Awesome.
that's what you want.
And you were lucky enough to meet people in the industry, and they thought you were cool because you were doing weird stuff in the park, jumping over things. Like.
Yeah, exactly. We kind of hit it off, and that kind of got it all started for me. It's funny. When you look back at little moments in your life, that it's it's pivotal moments.
Yeah.
It's and at the time you don't know that it's going to be like that, but then it is. So it's pretty interesting how it works out.
Awesome. So we've got an awesome stunt person here in Canada.
Oh, there you go.
Homegrown Kitchener, right?
Yeah, Kitchener. That's
yeah. Alex Armbruster. Oh, how do people get a hold of you if they want to hire you for stunt work?
My phone number, my email address. My phone number is 519-572-4549. You can give me a call if you want to. Or my email, alexarmbruster@hotmail.com. Or you can check me out on Instagram, armbruster.stunts.
Cool.
That's it.
Well, I'll be written over here.
All right.
Thank you.
I get my